And good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Penny Gymnasium. Halldale High School opening up their boys' schedule here at home. They played a game on the road. Their home opener here tonight in Farmingdale, and the opponent, a team they had a very tight contest with here last year, the Mountain Valley Falcons. Good evening, everyone. I'm Rob Kennedy, along with Rob Munzing. Grace Leach running our camera tonight. Bulldogs and Falcons. Last season, Halldale won a nail-biter 70-67 here at the Penny Gymnasium. Both teams started out with wins this season. Halldale and Mountain Valley both 1-0 on the year. Should be a good one here tonight. Let's talk about the opening contest with these two teams. Halldale knocked off Carabec in the opener on Friday, 69-42. TJ Wilson, the senior, leading the way with 22 points. 18 of those points from Carter Bork, 14 from Jackson Leach. This is a team that's got a very good inside-out presence. The two big men in Bork and Leach down low. TJ Wilson does everything from the outside. And some depth on this team as well, a mix of old players, young sophomores. Very interesting to see what this Halldale boys team can do this season. The girls get a lot of press, and why not? Because they are the Class C defending champs. This boys team might make some noise in Class C South this season. Mountain Valley also opened up with a win this year. They're 1-0 on the year, knocked off Telstar 59-29. Leading the way, Zach New. He's a 6'1" senior. You'll hear his name quite a bit because he has been a player for Mountain Valley since his freshman year, being a starter most of that time, playing significant minutes all of that time. He'll start tonight, and he will be a big factor in this game against Halldale. Braden Doogie, 11 points in the opener against Telstar. Will Gallant, Jake New, each with 4 points. The one player who's missing tonight is Ben DeSalle, just a sophomore, 5'10", 12 points in the opener against Telstar. Coach Scott New will miss his presence here tonight, no doubt about that. So we'll take ourselves a break, come back for the anthem and the starting lineup here in Farmingdale. Halldale and Mountain Valley, the Halldale boys home opener here in Farmingdale on Munzing Media.
We are Bulldog Strong. We are a local organization committed to kids, committed to our community, dedicated to teaching the next generation how to give their time and talents to make a difference, and supporting those affected by cancer. Bulldog Strong Basketball was established in 2013 when my own mother was diagnosed with breast cancer, and I saw firsthand her struggles, doubts, fears, and her amazing fight to live. Cancer does not discriminate, and so many of us have been directly affected by the disease. Our basketball family has grown over the past 8 years, and we continue in our mission to provide opportunities like our summer camp, All-Star Showcase, and our 3-day invitational to raise money for those in need. Through competition on the court, we learn so much about how sports can shape our lives in a positive way. We are passionate in what we do. We are proud of our Bulldog Strong family. We are incredibly thankful for the support we have received. Kids, community, and caring for one another is who we are. Remember, no one fights alone.
Rob Kennedy, Rob Munzing, back with you in Farmingdale as we take a look at our next game for Halldale on Munzing Media, and that is the 19th, which is exactly how many nights from right now? We do the quick math. That's next Monday night. First, the Halldale boys at home taking on Mountain Valley, and they get the visitors from across the river in Dirigo. Down from Dixfield on Monday night. And that's kind of a sneak preview of all the basketball. Plenty of it for you this wintertime at Gardner High School, at Halldale High School, and of course at the ice ball too. We have some Gardner and Coney/Halldale hockey.
Yeah, that'll be a double game. Yeah, that'll be a busy game. That's on Martin Luther King Day, so it'll be an afternoon tilt from the ice ball. And as we like to say, our schedule is flexible as we go through the season and we take a look at things during those tough.
Connor Dumont is doing our PA. I'm not sure how well you can hear him. He's announcing the starters, and when he does announce the starter, I'll just make sure I repeat that so you at home know the starting five for both these two teams.
Yeah, we'll bring mics next time, Rob. We'll get that mic'd out.
Yep.
Two-man officiating crew here tonight. I think the officials are still pretty strung out across things.
Yeah, one of the things that right now, yeah. So that's one thing we'll be looking at two-person crew most of the time until the postseason.
Yeah. And one of the things to talk about is the new Mountain Valley Conference scheduling formula this year, Rob, that should add some excitement to play.
Yeah, it's nice they open up the conference a little bit for some limited non-conference games. I saw the girls' schedule was talking about that with some of the players. They're excited to play Waynflete and Old Orchard Beach this year, among others, so it's great to kind of see that being available. And they hope they spread that to other scores as well.
Yeah, we're going to have both those games, those crossover games, the home games. So we'll have, I think we'll get an Old Orchard Beach game and a Waynflete game. Girls against OB and boys against Waynflete.
An OB matchup with the girls could be a matchup of a game very late in the Class C tournaments, the Augusta Civic Center, which I know it sounds kind of strange to start talking and mention the tournament. We're sitting here in December, but this season goes so fast. Announcing the non-starters here first.
Nice to have the crowd back here. The dog pound barking up a storm.
More and more, I think, as the season goes on, too.
Oh, I think so, too, yeah. Boy, a lot of the area schools, Rob, are having some sickness. I saw a Coney game was postponed today, very late.
Down the mid-coast as well. Mount Ararat and Brunswick are really dealing with that issue right now. And you keep your fingers crossed that it's something that we up here in the capital area escape. Knock on some wood. Non-starters being announced here first.
Well, Gardner Regional Middle School was closed last Friday. My granddaughter didn't have school.
So now the starters being announced first from Mountain Valley.
At guard, a junior, number 0, Owen 70.
Owen 70 starting. 5'10 junior, wears number 0.
Number 3, Jake New.
Jake New, the 5'10 junior, wears number 3.
At forward, a senior, number 10, Zach New.
Zach New is number 10. He's a 6'1 senior.
At forward, a junior, number 31, Seneca Jones.
Seneca Jones, the junior, 5'11, number 31.
A senior, number 5, Braden Duguay.
And Braden Doogie will start, the 6'7 senior. A great battle of big men tonight, I think, between Doogie and Carter Moore.
Yeah, two of the better ones in the league.
A junior, number 0,
Brett Lucas will start. The junior wears number 0.
At guard, a senior, number 3, TJ Wilson.
TJ Wilson was immense against Karaback with 22 points, averaged 15 last season. He's going to put some buckets in. Jackson Leach, number 23, the junior. Also had a big night against Karaback with 14 points.
25, Carter Bork.
Carter Bork, the senior center, number 25. 18 points against the Cobras.
Number 21, Ben Nathan.
And Ben Nathan, number 21. The big junior starting as well. So we'll have the anthem here at Halldale High School. Halldale Junior Brooke Bernaducci will do the honors. Halldale girls open up at home on Friday with a win. The boys trying to follow suit here in a Tuesday night. Mountain Valley looking to remain perfect as well after their opening night victory over Telstar. Coach Scott New says this team is a mix of experienced guys plus younger players. Everyone's back from last season, a rare situation where they didn't graduate anybody. They're a committed, hard-working, coachable team that enjoys one another on and off the court. That's head coach Scott New's comment. They were 6-11 last year, 14th in the B South Eels. Lost 66-33 in the prelims to a very good York team, the Wildcats number 3. Halldale, similar, 6-13 last season, 13th in the Class C South Eels. They lost number 4 St. Dom's down in Auburn, 52-35. Both teams with high expectations this year, and both won a spot in their respective tournaments in Class B South for Mountain Valley, Class C South for Halldale. Braden Doogie on the tap with Carter Bork, and Mountain Valley controls the basketball. This is Zach New, the 6'1 senior, watched by Lucas. We'll kick that outside. Return to New from Jake New. Jake number 3, Zach number 10. This is Jake. 70 at the top of the key. Zach New tried to drive, had it tipped away. Back outside to New again. A traveling violation called. He hit the layup, but it's Halldale basketball. So the Bulldogs can do with their first possession. TJ Wilson will handle a lot of the basketball for Halldale. He's number 3, the senior. Working Bork outside. Brenton Lucas launching the 3. Got it! Took a while, it sat up there. But Brenton Lucas opens the scoring for Halldale. Zach New using that left-hand dribble. Jake New, back to Zach again. Zach wants the 3, it's wide. A turnover to Halldale.
Yeah, watch Lucas here. Nice ball movement by Halldale. Their first offensive possession of the night. They zip it around, get the open look. Ring around the Rosie and home.
Lucas on the left side this time. Underneath to Ben Nathan, he's doubled. Leach, baseline. Off the side of the backboard, the rebound grab by Seneca Jones. 70. Jake New. They'll work it underneath again. Good battle there with Duguay at 6'7". Ben Nathan's got him wrapped up. It's a jump ball, and Halldale's got the arrow.
Yeah, one of the things you talked about, Rob, in the pregame was battle of the big guys, and probably going to go a long ways to determining offensive and defensive rebounding tonight, always a key stat.
Lucas outside again. He gave Nathan that shot. He's behind the backboard. Wilson will launch a 3 and connects. So 2 threes for Halldale. Lucas and Wilson have the Bulldogs up by 6. Zach New kept it in the front court. Both players tumbling down, no call. I think both coaches wanted to go their way, and the ref simply said play on. I guess that's more satisfying than having it called against your boys.
I think so.
Zach New passed that. Doogie missed the shot from the charity stripe. Halldale looking to push it quickly. Leach blocked away from behind, but not legally. Doogie must have gotten some body on that.
Hey, you used to have to wait till after 8 o'clock to dial up long distance. Halldale's doing it early at 6:46. They're dialing it up long distance. Back-to-back threes.
So Jackson Leach at the line. He's shooting 2. And he'll get one more. One of the things the Bulldogs had a harder time with last year was putting teams away when they got leads, so they're in a position to see if that's changed with some experience.
Yeah, that's a sometimes maturity thing, Rob. You're right.
So Leach misses both. Halldale still up by 6. Here's Jake New. 70. Watched by Wilson. Jake New to Jones. Mountain Valley working the perimeter, trying to find a way inside to Doogie. They're not giving it to him right yet. 70 tricky dribbles, back to Jones again. Zach New, the senior, saw a little daylight, but was cut off. Here's Jake New for 3, swish. Raining trays here at the Penny Gymnasium at 6-3, all 9 points from behind the arc. Lucas has one of those threes. So does Wilson, who's got the ball now, trying to penetrate. Kick out to Jackson Leach. Leach resetting for Halldale. Carter Bork travels. A little hop. He had that split second of daylight with Brandon Doogie. We'll take a look at that three-pointer.
Yeah, Mountain Valley says we'd do it too.
Jake New, the 5'10 junior, had 4 points in the opener against Telstar. He's got 3 here tonight already.
Keeping me busy on the replays.
He's controlling the basketball. Jake New to Zach New. Zach tried to penetrate with the right hand. There's no way inside right now from Mountain Valley. Doogie, sized up by Nathan. Jones almost lost it to Bork, but got away. He accelerates. Saw the opening. It rimmed out. Wilson eventually with the basketball looking to run, but Mountain Valley's got numbers back. Wilson shot short. Doogie the rebound. Approaching the halfway mark of this first quarter. 70. Hit it! And that'll count. He'll go to the line.
$70, nice take and finish, Rob, as you said, Ham, so he'll get free throw coming. Just an acrobatic play, beautifully done.
And the foul's on Wilson.
Both teams with 6-point runs in this one early on.
And a tie game. Leach. Keegan Carey just in the contest for Halldale. Brett Lucas is checked out. Wilson. Halldale trying to weave outside. Looking for any kind of opening to penetrate. Leach thinks he has one. He's doubled. He'll go to the line.
Coming off a basketball coverage, Rob, I was about to look at the shot clock to see where it was. We've done so many Central Maine and UMA games. I was talking to Dave Gagne down at Central Maine. He says, well, get a little rest now. You're all done for a while. I said, yeah, I get one day, and then we start our high school schedule. 3 games this week. We're here tonight. We'll be at Gardner on Wednesday and Friday nights. Big one Wednesday. Gardner girls will take on Lawrence. That's a key early season matchup, and the boys will play Friday night. Weather coming in Friday. We'll have to see.
Yeah. 1 out of 2 for Leach. Halldale now by 1. Wide open, Jake New with a pass overcooked a little bit, and Halldale will take the turnover as New was in prime position to put Mountain Valley on top for the first time.
Grace Leach doing our camera work tonight. Vested interest in this one. She likes the zoom control that we have on the camera, Rob. You're going to have to buy one for the class.
Fun to mess around with. Zach Brown in right now, number 12 for Halldale. He's checked in. Carey outside to Wilson, wants another 3. Back iron, no good. And the rebound grabbed down by Jake New.
Wilson hit his first 3, missed his last 2.
Jones fouled on the way by Brown. That's his first foul.
I don't think Chris Renslow minds that shot selection. The 2 that he took are certainly makeable for him.
2 fouls each way. The only thing from Mountain Valley, both fouls are on Braden Doogie, the big man. So he's out of the game. 70. New passed that back to 70 again. Now Jake New. Guarded by Leach. Oh, great pass down low. And Colby Frisbee, who just checked in, has a couple. And Mountain Valley does have their first lead, 8-7. Carey. Wilson driving, taking on the big men. He traveled before he hit the shots.
Yeah, this was a beautiful feed, Rob. You called it live. Beautiful bounce pass inside. Make it easy for the big guy.
Down to Frisbee again. He drew the foul on Bork, and he'll go to the line. That's the first foul on Carter Bork. Frisbee's got 2.
You said these guys had a corker of a game last year.
73-70. It was tight the entire way, as that score would indicate. Will Gallant in now. Leon Salmon checking in. Mountain Valley subs.
Our friends at the Maine basketball rankings had this one as a very close contest, Rob.
0.8 points for Halldale, so that was a pickup. 1 out of 2 for Frisbee. 9-7 Mountain Valley. Carey. Wilson outside again. They want to Bork inside if he can get there. Dribbled off his foot. And New wins the race. Jake New waiting for help. Salmon for 3, too strong. And Nathan shields the ball. Halldale in possession. Nick Brown in for Halldale, number 2. He'll give TJ Wilson a rest. So both teams going fairly deep into their bench with 4 subs now each way. Fun to watch this chess match between Scott New, the Mountain Valley coach, and Chris Ranslow. Nathan, no. Frisbee just got the fingertips on that. Jake New won't go. A blocking foul calls. Jackson Leach, I believe, will be assessed. And as Leach is first.
If you're new to watching our games at Halldale, welcome aboard. We like it here because we're very close to the action and we have the scoreboard tied in officially, so the time you see and everything is official.
Jake New now with 4 points. He leads all scorers. And he can give the Falcons a 4-point lead. Not that time, 1 out of 2. Nathan had a step on Frisbee, and he hits it, and he'll go to the line. So Ben Nathan impacting coming off the bench.
See it right here, Nathan running, runs the floor, gets the pass, beats his defender down, lays it up, and foul shot to come.
Ties the game. This is going to be a fun one, you can already tell. Jake New. Salmon took that 3 last time. So, he'll shoot from outside. Zach New. Out to Jake. Frisbee won't go for him. The rebound from Brown, patted out, and Brown has it again. Brown's got good wheels. Leach. There's Bork underneath. Count the baskets. There was a mismatch underneath and no one there with a height to stop Carter Bork.
Not an easy finish for Bork either here, Roberts. We're going to see in the replay goes up. He's got to kind of alter his body there. He's able to do it and able to finish strongly.
That's a second foul on Frisbee. So Frisbee and Doogie with 2 fouls.
Yeah, the Bigs getting in foul trouble here from Mountain Valley.
Bork trying to complete the 3-point play. Does. Halldale by 3. Clock, as you see, rolling at 1:08. Rishi DeVera is in now for Halldale. He wears number 22, a junior. Will Gallant launches for the tie, no good. Nathan another rebound. Gallant just checked in. DeVero's first touch. Nick Brown now. Brown. Out to Bork again. DeVero on the baseline. Brown for 3 in the corner, off the iron, no good. Great hustle there by Jake New, but he couldn't save it. It's Halldale basketball. Good. Spread out the scoring so far. One player with 4 points, that's Jake New. Several with 3 in this game. Leach. DeVero watched by Gallant. Gallant stuck right to him. Nathan on the baseline trying to work on Salmon. Kick out. Leach in the corner with a 3-second violation called. We'll turn that back over. They had trapped Ben Nathan in there, and Mountain Valley get a chance for last shots. And they have the arrow going their way as well. They'd love a score and the ball back after the quarter break. New crossing the timeline. You see the clock, it is official, synced up with our scoreboard on your screen. Salmon for 3 and the tie, he got it! And just like Scott New drew it up, tie the game, get the ball back out of the break, and it's 13 apiece after 8 minutes of basketball. We'll step aside for a moment and be back with the second quarter from Halldale High School coming up next.
The New England Aviation Academy is Maine's only official service training center and service training partner. NEAA is strategically located at the Brunswick Executive Airport in beautiful Brunswick, Maine, which is on the Atlantic coast and only an hour to the mountains in the western part of the state. The aircraft used by NEAA to train our students and rent to current pilots are all technically advanced airplanes, have the Cirrus airframe parachute system, and are the newest model generation. We train in the best equipment in the marketplace, which not only ensures clients are learning to fly aircraft the industry is utilizing on a daily basis, but also it's the safest and most reliable. NEAA's facility at KBXM includes a spacious heated hangar, classroom space, and a private briefing room, which make for an optimal learning experience. So, come fly our 2021 Cirrus SR20 and experience the served by the Corliss family in
Mountain Valley with the basketball to start things off in the second
Corliss
quarter.
Gravel Pit offers some of Kennebec County's highest quality
That
gravel
shot won't
pits.
go for Zach New.
Located
Good
just
position,
south
just
of
missed
the
off
old
the iron.
Cedar Grove Road. On the right,
Nick Brown
off
with
Route
it.
27. We are committed to
TJ Wilson
providing
for Halldale, about to
outstanding
check back in at
products
the next
at a fair
opportunity.
price.
Bork outside. He's not shy about
We
shooting
offer
from
a
there.
variety of
He
products
hit those threes, not
for
that time.
all
Leach the
your
putback. No, Nathan got
Corliss
fouled.
Gravel Pit. Our
They'll go
loader
back to the
is
line.
always ready and on site. Local deliveries on larger quantities are always available.
That's the first
And
foul
we offer
against Jake New.
discounts on large quantities as needed.
Nathan shooting two. They'll get one more. 5 fouls now in the first half on Mountain Valley, 4 on Halldale. Carter Bork will be replaced. A little smaller lineup right now with Wilson in.
Yeah, apologize for the ad running out. We had a wild ad hidden somewhere. I had to go find it. Well set now. Wow.
Nathan 0 for 2. Rebound fought for. There's Wilson. And he called timeout. So Halldale will keep the basketball. Wilson hit the deck, grabbed the ball, called timeouts. The arrow was in Halldale's direction, but he wanted to keep it pointing that way and still maintain it. We'll take a quick break as well with the score 13 apiece here in Farmingdale on Munzing Media.
Kaylin Bork, Riley McIntyre, Alyssa Bork, Riley Geyer, and Caleb Manuel. What do all these athletes have in common? They're all from Maine, and they're building their athlete brand with Pliable. If you're an athlete or a business that wants to learn more about name, image, and likeness opportunities and the next generation of marketing, visit pliablemarketing.com or call 707-PLIABLE.
Halldale basketball out of the break. Nice tight contest here in Farmingdale as we expected. DeVero to set things up. Halldale likes to move the basketball quickly and use the entire front court. That's what they've done so far. Looking for their opportunity. Wilson, nice cut. Nathan found him. They drew that one up perfectly. TJ Wilson with 5 points now. And a great pass from Nathan to find the cutting senior captain. New outside, Leon Salmon lost the handle. Leach has it. Got rid of it without moving his feet. Round to Wilson. No. Rebound, powerful up there. Salmon, he's taking it himself. 1 on 3. He'll wait for the cavalry to arrive. Here's Gallant. Jake New. Gallant again. Zach New got it. First 2 points for Zach New. Mountain Valley really wants to get him untracked. We're locked up again, 15 apiece. Wilson tried to split the defense. DeVero's open for 3, and he swished it. Rishi DeVero's first shot successful. He's got 3, and Halldale has a 3-point lead. Salmon for the tie, off the iron, no. Rebound still fought for. It's a jump ball on the arrows pointing in Halldale's direction.
Here's the penetration and kick out for the three. That's about 5 threes, I think, for the Bulldogs here. They've got a nice combination of inside-outside game, Rob, that's hard to defend.
Spend too much time down low on Leach or on Bork when he's in the game. They've got guys who can burn the outside. Brett Lucas, who hit the first three, is back in now for Halldale. Nick Brown. Here's Lucas with it here. Will Gallant keeping a close eye. Wilson trying to work on Zach New. Forced back. Nathan, oh, what a pass. And a great block from behind, too, by Will Gallant. As Mountain Valley basketball on credit Gallant, too. It looked like that'd be an easy putback. But Gallant had other ideas as Carter Bork comes back in.
Well, that's why you give it everything you have at any given moment there. You never know what little play you make might affect the game. And what looked like, as you said, a gimme.
Biggest lead Halldale's had is 6 points. It was 6-0 right out of the gates. Jones outside to 70. Zach New for three. Tie game. And he's starting to heat up. Zach New, he's got 5 points all in the last minute and 15 seconds or so. Lucas. Nathan calling for the basketball, has it. Got Leon Salmon right there, making it difficult for him. Nick Brown resets for the Bulldogs. A little daylight, exploited it. Back iron, no. Put back once, no. Twice. Yes, that's just the height, the size, the power of Carter Bork.
I had the new three ready to go, so we're going to show it to you here. He's well out behind the arc. Knock it down. And they could just keep punching each other here.
Fouls on 70. Just his first. That's 6 now in Mountain Valley. So the Bulldogs in the next one will be shooting the rest of this first half.
Sometimes the game goes according to script, Rob. It's kind of how you set this one up in the pregame, and it's been after it. I was a little surprised. A fast start by the Bulldogs, 6-0, but Mountain Valley came back, had their own 6-0 run, tied at 6, and since then we've been back and forth.
Carter Bork now with 6 points. Well, same way. A bucket, a foul, and a made free throw. Jake New down low. Doogie's back in the game with those 2 fouls. He hits it. He's the guy they need in there to counter the Bulldogs' height, and he's got size. At least height on Ben Nathan, and Nathan fouled him.
Well, they went right in to exploit it. Going to see it right here. The nice inside move down on the block. The spin move, find the glass, kiss it home.
Doogie's tied the game. 21 apiece. Don't see either team running away and hiding in this game. Zach Brown's first shot, too strong. The rebound, 0-70. 70, slowing down, resetting. They left him by himself for 3, and it's a mistake. They gave him the opportunity, 0-70, canned it. He's got 6 points now, and Mountain Valley a 3-point lead. Wilson to answer back, hits! Oh, this is fun. TJ Wilson now with 8. Doogie. Wilson saved that. Acrobatic play on the baseline to save that to Nathan. Brown hesitated just for a bit, and he double dribbled.
Well, they're coming fast and furious. I'm trying to keep up with the replays. I think this is 70 here, Rob.
This is 70.
Yeah.
That's the first one.
They let him alone. He was surprised to see. He says, well.
You double dare someone to shoot like that, more often than not, if that kid's a shooter, and 70 clearly was, they'll make you pay.
Well, double dog dared him, but he didn't put his tongue on the pole. He put the 3-ball down in the hole.
One of those timely Red Ryder BB gun Christmas story references. 70 with it again. The pass just gets through to Seneca Jones. Jones blocked, took on Carter Bork, but saved it. Oh, great play. Zach New a little wide, and the rebound to Brown.
Getting kids making plays all over the floor tonight, Rob. What a game.
Carter Bork outside. Has Doogie right there with him. Takes him on. Went high, no. Credit Doogie on the defense there. As he altered the shot by his mere presence. 70, he thought about it. Zach New to Jones. Jones, the junior. Stolen by Wilson. Can he beat everyone to the hole? He can. There's the speed on display by TJ Wilson. He was accelerating. Halldale again by 2. Zach New. Braden Doogie, the senior, calling for it. He and Carter Bork lined up together. Here's the kick out. Zach New thought about the opportunity. He's got it again. Doogie. 70. Split the defense. And that should be goaltending.
They've got it.
And it is.
So here's Wilson. Watch him. He's behind the guys, and he just turns it on. Finds that seam up and in. What an athletic play by TJ Wilson. His speed on full display on that, Rob. The defenders were ahead of him, not for long.
He's one of the fastest players in the conference, no doubt. Breton Lucas. 26 apiece. Lucas again. Open for 3 after the handoff off the glass. Breton will claim that's what he was going for, I'm sure. Another 3. There's the answer back by Jake New. It wouldn't go for him, but he'll shoot 2.
We had our headsets on. I'm not sure if he called it.
I didn't hear it.
You might as well shoot a 3 tonight because they are going home.
One more at the line for Jake New.
Welcome all fans of both teams in here tonight. We're giving you, this is obviously, we cover Halldale athletics, but Rob and I will make sure that we give you a good right down the middle call of this. Credit all the kids.
Wouldn't fall for New that time either. Halldale still by 3. There's Wilson again. Bork quickly to the hole. He was held. That's 3 on Doogie, I believe. See, the referee holds up 5 fingers. No, it's not. It's on Seneca Jones instead. And that's just his first. That works out okay.
Yeah, that's a good trade-off, Rob.
The way Doogie looked, I thought it might be on him. But Carter Bork's a good free throw shooter.
Yeah, that was a good strong take, too. That was a fast take on that one. He didn't hesitate at all.
You put Halldale up by 5. Just under a minute and a half remaining in the first half. Not that time. The rebound, though, to Nathan. A putback off the glass, no. Zach New the rebound, lugs it up himself. Carey forced him back. There's 70 again. Jones for 3. Too strong. Nathan had it land right in his hands. Wilson around the Nathan screen. Here's the shot. It's short. Fought for on the floor. Picked up by Will Gallant. Mountain Valley basketball. Under a minute to go in the first half. Oh, great pass underneath. A little bit too deep. That was the problem for Jake New. He had to reach out and try to come back from under the backboard. Other than that, it was perfect. Wilson, no. The rebound, patted down. Gallant knocked that to New. Zach New with 37 seconds. Stops and pops. Back iron, Wilson the rebound. Ahead to Bork quickly. Carey's cutting to the hole. Bork doesn't need him. 9 now for Carter Bork. Halldale matching its largest lead of the night. Mountain Valley wants last shot, it looks like, unless they have a golden opportunity before the buzzer. Remember, they hit the last shot, a 3 at the buzzer, to close out the first quarter. New with 6 seconds to go. Carey stole it. 4 seconds. The bouncer, Bork, won't get the shot off. Was there a foul, or is that it? I think that's it.
Yeah, Bork went down hard, but he's okay.
I didn't think there'd be a foul there. I wanted to make sure, though, with the contact. Looked like it was a clean play to me. And Halldale will take a 32-26 lead into the intermission. Very entertaining first half here at Farmingdale. Quite fitting for the home opener for the Halldale boys. So we'll take a break, come back, talk about this first half, run down the numbers. Our unofficial numbers will come as close as we can to those individual stats and points, but we're not official overall, the book is. We'll have that for you coming up next here at Farmingdale on Munzing Media.
They do, down there.
Kaylin Bork, Riley McIntyre, Alyssa Bork, Riley Geyer, and Caleb Manuel. What do all these athletes have in common? They're all from Maine, and they're building their athlete brand with Pliable. If you're an athlete or a business that wants to learn more about name, image, and likeness opportunities and the next generation of marketing, visit pliablemarketing.com or call 707-PLIABLE.
Cooking dinner? Call Capsule's Pizza in Farmingdale. You can make the whole family happy with our award-winning pizza, sandwiches made on fresh baked bread, delicious nachos, or salads made to order. And don't forget the whoopie pies. We pride ourselves on fast, friendly service and an overall experience that's better than you might expect from a pizza place. So order Capsule's tonight. Pick it up, have it delivered, or enjoy our dining room. Give us a call at 582-0522 or enjoy the convenience of online ordering at capsulespizza.com.
Coaches know you can't win a game without proper planning and execution. Let Gosline Retirement Planning coach you into a confident retirement. Here at Gosline Retirement, we provide that proper planning and help you utilize a step-by-step approach on all facets of your retirement planning. We provide guidance on income planning, wealth management, understanding taxation, Medicare and long-term care, and legacy and estate planning. We pride ourselves on working hard for those who have worked hard their entire lives. So, schedule your appointment today and let the team at Gosline Retirement Planning put together a retirement game plan for you.
If you want to boost your energy, metabolism, and nutrition, try one of Northeast Nutrition's 85 energizing teas. Fruity, made with natural aloe, stevia, and herbal and green teas. Or have a low-carb 200 to 300 calorie shake for breakfast or lunch. Choose from over 50 flavors like Fluffernutter or Pumpkin Turtle Cheesecake. Northeast Nutrition also has customized protein iced coffees, caffeine-free options for the kiddos, and specialty drinks for athletes. Northeast Nutrition, 599 Main Avenue, Farmingdale.
Strategic Real Estate Services, serving all buyers and sellers. 2 locations, 335 Water Street, Gardner, and 83 Kennedy Memorial Drive, Waterville. From residential to commercial, solutions and strategies that equal results for you. Visit strategicreservices.com or call 485-1105.
Have you heard about free college?
It's free.
It's free.
It's free.
Recent high school graduates from the classes of 2020, 21, 22, and 23 can attend CMCC for free. The free college scholarship pays 2 years of tuition and mandatory fees. No income or age limits. What are you waiting for? It's free.
Leaving CM with no debt is going to set me up for my future.
Visit cmcc.edu/free for details.
When I'm on the road speaking, I'm able to have sidebar conversations with everybody that wants to come talk to me. And I hear about their family and loved ones that are going through maybe cancer, maybe a critical illness, maybe something, being disabled from a job and not having the coverage that they need because their health care just didn't cover it.
I ask that you would allow one of our experienced representatives to come into your business so that we are able to educate you on the value of these very, very important products.
Well, I just saw the CBU benefits ad, one of our great anchor sponsors. Want to wish a very happy 62nd birthday to Ray Valley Jr. We're a graduate of Halldale High School. His claim to fame, he tells me all the time, Rob, is that he managed to go 4 years here and never visited the library.
I hope he's watching this game. He's going to be happy the way it's going so far.
Well, he's a great supporter of ours. He's one of what we call our anchor sponsors, and they come with us all of our broadcasts. And he and his group at CBU Benefits are fantastic, and they do a great job. And Valley Palooza is on again for next summer. And Valley Palooza is a benefit for the Travis Mills Foundation. Ray's done a great bit of work, he and his family. Great members of our community, and we thank them for their participation in Munson Media's live streaming efforts. Turn over to Rob for the halftime stats.
We'll take a look at the numbers. Trying to count as well as Dick Layton does, and I'm not sure I have the accuracy that he has, but I'll try to give it a shot. Owen 70 leading all scorers from Mountain Valley. He's got 6 points on the night, one of those being a 3-point bucket. 5 points for Zach New tonight from Mountain Valley. Jake New adds 4 points. Brandon Doogie's got 3 points. Of course, he's been in a little bit of foul trouble tonight. That's been the issue for him. He sat a little bit with those fouls. Other scorers tonight, Leon Salmon's got 3 points. A great long-range bomb to close the first quarter. Colby Frisbee with 3 points off the bench when he relieved Braden Doogie with those fouls. And Seneca Jones has a pair of points overall, 26 from Mountain Valley. But they've really hurt themselves. Just 4 for 10 from the free throw line are the Falcons so far. A big part of the reason why they're down 6 points and not less. Take a look at the Halldale stats as well. Their numbers look like this for the Bulldogs. TJ Wilson leading the way for Halldale. A couple of threes for him, 10 points overall. Carter Bork's got 9. Everyone the same way, a bucket, a foul, and a made free throw. 6 points for Brenton Lucas. He has a couple of threes. Ben Nathan with 3 points tonight. Rishi DeVero, 3 points. Jackson Leach has 1. The Bulldogs, 5 for 11 from the line. They look at that and say that's why our lead's not bigger. So you kind of see that, I think, in the early season. The free throw shooting is one of the things that takes a little more time to come along when you're looking at just kind of getting into game shape early in the season, and both teams have left 6 points on the table when it comes to free throws. Other than that, though, really not much, I think, for the coaches to complain about in this first quarter as we take a look at perhaps a future Bulldog on the floor.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, boy, isn't it nice to see the fans back in, and, you know, we're finally back to something that is approaching pre-COVID days, and certainly that's a wonderful, wonderful thing to see here.
So we'll take one more break. The Mountain Valley Falcons are about to, you're seeing them walking by your screen right now. They're out of the locker room. They're set for the second half. The Bulldogs soon to follow, and we'll have the second half action for you here from Farmingdale coming up next. A 32-26 lead for Halldale over Mountain Valley, but plenty to play for in the second half coming up next on Munson Media.
We are Bulldog Strong. We are a local organization committed to kids, committed to our community, dedicated to teaching the next generation how to give their time and talents to make a difference, and supporting those affected by cancer. Bulldog Strong Basketball was established in 2013 when my own mother was diagnosed with breast cancer, and I saw firsthand her struggles, doubts, fears, and her amazing fight to live. Cancer does not discriminate, and so many of us have been directly affected by the disease. Our basketball family has grown over the past 8 years, and we continue in our mission to provide opportunities like our summer camp, All-Star Showcase, and our 3-day invitational to raise money for those in need. Through competition on the court, we learned so much about how sports can shape our lives in a positive way. We are passionate in what we do. We are proud of our Bulldog Strong family. We are incredibly thankful for the support we have received. Kids, community, and caring for one another is who we are. Remember, no one fights alone.
Grace Leach doing our camera work tonight, doing a great job. It's just teaching up, taking a moment to teach up and teaching Grace a little bit about how we run the production here and all that. At one time during the first half, she says, oh my gosh, she says, I looked down, you were talking normal, but you were doing all kinds of things there and making a replay and doing all that kind of thing. And one of the neat things that happens here, I've done this for a long time, so we're able to run the production and keep the clock. If you have to keep a score clock, it really, it makes your production a lot harder. So we're graced here with Grace, but also with being able to tie into the scoring clock as well.
And one less task for you to multitask over there, Rob Munson.
Yep.
As both of us would like to say, and I've kind of copied this from you, streaming only looks easy when you're watching it. It's not from the other end, especially for Rob Munson, who's doing all the production work. For me, I just watch the action and call it. These are all the hard things to do. Well,
you can see that things can get away from you. As those of you watching the first half on, we had that Rogue commercial that was playing. I had to go find it in the Wirecast application and shut it off. It was on its own. It had gone rogue on us.
Early season for us as well here for basketball season.
Yep.
Game of a long season, though, but it's a long season that I think more so than football season, more so than spring sports, it just goes by so quickly. All of a sudden, you're talking tournaments. I think it's just because you have the holidays in between, snow days happen in January. get to February, and now you're thinking, okay, heel points, prelims, play-in, and the Augusta Civic Center for the Halldale Bulldogs. The Expo from Mountain Valley, they're in Class B South.
In a game that's early in the season can come back at the end of the season and really mean something meaningful.
Halldale and Jericho on Monday night. Looking forward to that one already as we change ends. Mountain Valley down 6. There's the basketball. They're in the Road Blues. Halldale's biggest lead is 6. They've had a 6-point lead twice. The first time they had that lead, Mountain Valley cut into it, but that time Ben Nathan took the charge. An offensive foul called against Jake New. That's 2 on New. One of these teams starts hitting from the line, though. It could have a very big impact in this contest.
Boy, it's so funny, huh, Rob? They're shooting crazy outside from the charity stripe. Not so great.
Kind of bad luck there for Braden Doogie, who just saw that late. It was stolen by Zach New. Doogie saw it out of the corner of his eye. It bounced off him. That's why it's Halldale's basketball. I don't know why I wouldn't describe that as much, being a visual game that you can see. But down that corner, we don't normally have the greatest look where we set the camera. Blocking foul called on Doogie. And that's trouble for him because that's 3. And that's not what Coach Scott New wanted out of his big man, just 38 seconds into the second half.
Yeah, decision time for Coach.
Colby Frisbee's going to come in, and Jackson Leach scoring off the inbound play. 3 points now for Leach, his first field goal. An 8-point lead for Halldale, 70. Zach New for 3 to cut into it, and he does. Picture perfect shot from Zach New. He's got 8 points now. He's the Falcons' leading scorer. Leach outside, TJ Wilson. Wilson leading everybody with 10 points. Bork to the hole. Oh, great defense by Doogie, and he did it cleanly. That's the risk you take, is you have a man driving to the hole like that, you foul him. Speaking of fouls, there's one called on the Bulldogs.
Nice set out of bounds play here to Leach as he's going to roll around. Watch him come. He gets a pick. I think it was Wilson on the pick. Comes flying off that. On the left side, up and in.
Leach's foul, scratch that. Bork's foul is his second. Colby Frisbee, who did very well in relief, coming in for Doogie, is in again. Underneath, blocked. Second chance, no. Leach had the block. He knocked it away from New. Mountain Valley wanted a goaltend. That shot will not go. Keegan Carey and a foul called. That's against Halldale, Mountain Valley basketball.
Here's a Leach block, Rob.
There it is. That ball was still going up.
Nice
call.
call.
The second shot.
Yep, nice call. It's the beauty of replay.
Ben Nathan called for the Halldale foul. That's 2 on him. 2 fouls apiece, both teams here in the second half early. Frisbee to the hole, no. Battle of big men down low. Jones the rebound, follows and hits. Seneca Jones for 2. He's got 4 points. And just like that, Mountain Valley's back within 3. It's a one-possession game. That's Nick Brown, number 2 in. Carter Bork was taken out. Leach doubles. Has to get out of it. Wilson. Wild 3, almost went for him. There's Leach. And a foul called.
Jackson Leach doing some of those off-the-book plays, Rob. You don't always see come up in the final stats. Got the basket on the inbounds play, a block, and then a good hustle play underneath to keep it alive, keeps the possession for the Bulldogs.
Second foul on Mountain Valley, Seneca Jones. That'll be a foul. On 0-70, that's 2 on him. But the problem for Mountain Valley is that's 4 now, and the game's only 2 minutes and 15 seconds into the third quarter. So Halldale already heading for the bonus. They're halfway there.
Yeah, I don't think they wanted to call that kind of inadvertent getting the tripped up, but as soon as you go to the floor, you have to call that because now it's a disadvantage.
If Keegan Carey hadn't have tripped, they probably just play on.
I think so.
Wilson over the top to Leach. Got it. That was good defense by Frisbee as well, and it didn't matter. Leach has 5 points, 4 here in the second half. 70 outside. That's Jake New. Seneca Jones baseline over Nathan, kissed off the glass. 6 points now for Seneca Jones. It's a 3-point game once again. Great battle between these two conference rivals. Nick Brown, baseline floater, yeah. Took it all the way himself, and I believe that's the first 2 points for Nick Brown. It is. 70 to Frisbee, tough pass, knocked away by Nathan. Here's Wilson with that speed, knocked away from behind. Last touch by Zach New.
Yeah, watch Brown turn the corner right here, Rob. Right here, little tricky dribble, turns a corner and just puts that floater up. We've seen Nick for a number of years here. We've been doing a lot of games here at Halldale with JV games and all that. I always like Nick's game.
Nick Brown, a great pass to Jackson Leach, who has had a tremendous third quarter. 6 points here in the quarter. There's Brown with a steal, but he stepped on the sideline. He's got the red paint on his shoe, and that means it's basketball to Mountain Valley.
Yeah, this is one of the earlier ones by Leach here. Look at the inbound pass coming from Wilson. Leads him perfectly. Leach never puts the ball down, goes up strong, puts it home.
Galan inbounds. Zach New to Jake New. Leon Salmon, who can shoot from outside if they give him the opportunity in the game now. Number 23 in the corner off to the right. Nowhere to go for Zach New. Leach was in his way. Jake outside. Zach New for three over Wilson. Swish. Great ball movement by the Falcons. Zach New 3 more. He's got 11 points. And 3 huge ones to bring Mountain Valley back within 4. Wilson to answer back. Got it. 9 threes in the first half between these two teams. They picked up right where they left off in the first 16 minutes. Salmon outside. Jake New. He hits. Kid's going to shoot your eye out. 7 for Jake New. And the threes just keep on coming. Brown. Leach the putback all by himself. And a timeout called by Mountain Valley. They'll take a full timeout.
We'll stay here, Rob, because I've been making replays.
Yeah, you got a lot to show us.
I'm trying to keep up with them. So, in fact, I may show one and not know what it is until it starts to play. Let's take a look. I think this might be a Hall deal. Let's see what this is. No, it's going to be New here. That's the first one.
That was the result of just some great ball movement in the front half for Mountain Valley, setting up New for that open look. Both teams have done that well tonight, trying to use the ball in the front court, use the entire front half, and make that open look. What else you got for us?
Let's see this one.
Wilson.
Yeah, this is Wilson coming off the curl cut. Catch, release, nails to 3.
And he always makes the shots. It seems like he's off balance. Doesn't have a prayer to come anywhere near that. It's the athletic ability that Wilson has.
Yeah, it's getting that elbow squared up to the basket.
I don't know how he does it, though, because he was on the move. He was off balance. Nothing was square except his elbow.
Really a great take. Great sequence there. Hey, this is early season. Sometimes you see kids struggling shooting the basketball early in the season. Not tonight. Not tonight.
Yeah, very crisp game so far as the shooting's concerned. I'm sure the coaches will find some things they want to work on. They always do.
Right. I think the coaches are pretty happy with this shooting. I don't know if you're doing percentages, Rob, but probably not. But, wow, I think the shooting percentage
just
is really
total
solid.
points is all I can multitask. Jones triple teams. That's why I missed the shot. Probably heard some footsteps coming from both Bork and Leach. Bork back in the game, got fouled. And Carter Bork's back on the line again. They'll get the foul this time on Will Gallant, just his first.
Yeah, Leach a little more active offensively here in the second half. Not that he wasn't active in the first half, just not scoring much in the first half. But they've gone to him and started with that out-of-bounds play they ran to him right out of the gate.
Bork has one more.
We're going to have some decisions to make. The Rob squad here picking the Northeast Nutrition Player of the Game as well as the Caps of Pizza Player of the Game. We'll have two. We'll need two tonight. That only goes to the local coverage team.
Yeah, it's kind of hard for Mountain Valley to come down and get a Capses and a Northeast Nutrition. Farmingdale's a long way to go, no matter how good those are. And they are good. Wilson a foul. That's just 2 on TJ. It's 3 on Halldale here in the first half.
Mountain Valley kids can stop by Coach Ryan Palmer's place, Edge Nutrition. They're now giving out the Central Maine Player of the Game. Coach and his wife have opened up a place.
Seneca Jones forced outside. Good keep by Jake New. He saved that. Cutting inside. Got a step on Leach. Nifty finish with a left hand. Jake New now with 9 points. Mountain Valley hanging around. Rishi DeVero back in. DeVero. And he drew the foul on Salmon. That's just 1 on Leon.
6 foul though, Rob. You mentioned that early on. In first couple of minutes, they picked up 4, I think.
Next one, Halldale shooting the rest of the way.
Could be big.
Bork just missed and got away before he fouled Jake New. Actually scratched that. Will Gallant got that rebound. Salmon. This is Jake New. Battle of threes with Wilson. Zach New wants 3 more. Close but no. Salmon has the rebound pop right out to him. Jake New couldn't get inside on Bork. Salmon saved that from Wilson. He'll shoot for 3. No good. And Bork the rebound, just too much size with Zach New there. Brown outside, Wilson calls for it and gets it. Wilson inside, not a chance. He was slowing down, but there were too many blue shirts there, and Wilson called for the foul, trying to get the ball back. That's 3 on TJ.
Good help defense that time by the Falcons. They really closed that down.
Ben Nathan, Keegan Carey back in for Halldale. TJ Wilson and Jackson Leach, who has been immense here in the third quarter. He'll come out. Owen 70 back in now. He'll replace Zach New. New just getting a breather here, I believe.
Both these teams got pretty good depth, Rob.
They do. Jake New. Got by Bork. Bork stuck right with him. Salmon inside. Bork knocked that away. Carey back to Bork again. Bork took it himself. Offensive foul, however. Perfectly played by Owen 70, the defender. And Bork's got foul number 3. And 70 gives up plenty of size to Bork, too, so that was very brave defending. Shot wouldn't go for him. Would have been perfect if he nailed that shot after his defensive play, drawing the charge. DeVero by himself didn't want the shot. Under a minute to go. DeVero will take this one. No, close off the iron. Owen 70. He'll get called for the offensive foul. Out of control on Brown.
Go back and forth on the offensive fouls. Here's the one earlier on Bork. Yeah, right there.
Nice finish by Bork, but better defense by 70.
Wait a minute. Offensive foul, no shots. Yeah, so that's all right. Better to check.
Early season for the score folks, too. Nick Brown handling the basketball. Wilson's getting a breather. Keegan Carey. Ben Nathan back in. The spin, no. The rebound, Salmon. Mountain Valley down by 4 with the basketball here. 35 seconds to go in the third quarter. It almost became a 2-point lead. Just wouldn't drop for Jake New. Brown outside. DeVero launching a 3. Shorts. Nathan the rebound. There's Bork. Finger roll for 2. Carter Bork with 11 points now, and Halldale back up by 6. Mountain Valley head coach Scott New says last shots. Especially with Halldale with the arrow. Jake New outside, Salmon for three. Does it again! Exact same situation for Leon Salmon at the end of the first quarter. He nails a three at the end of the third quarter as well. And that halves the deficit. Mountain Valley down by 3. Halldale basketball when we return for the fourth quarter after this in Farmingdale on Munzing Media.
Hey, so listen. Okay, I can't,
The New England Aviation Academy is Maine's only official service training center and service training partner. NEAA is strategically located at the Brunswick Executive Airport in beautiful Brunswick, Maine, which is on the Atlantic coast and only an hour to the mountains in the western part of the state. The aircraft used by NEAA to train our students and rent to current pilots are all technically advanced airplanes, have the Cirrus airframe parachute system, and are the newest model generation. We train in the best equipment in the marketplace, which not only ensures clients are learning to fly aircraft the industry is utilizing on a daily basis, but also is the safest and most reliable. NEAA's facility at KBXM includes a spacious heated hangar, classroom space, and a private briefing room, which make for an optimal learning experience. So, come fly our 2021 Cirrus SR20 and experience the Cirrus life.
Rishi DeVero just hit a bucket for Halldale. Early going in the fourth quarter. Bulldogs by 5 now. Mountain Valley going to cut back into that deficit. Seneca Jones penetrates, rejected. Carter Bork drilled that into the dog pound. And the fans celebrating over there down. You see him on your screen. Off to the right. First big block by Bork. Zach New back in, just got a rest at the end of that first quarter. Runner won't go for him. Nick Brown on the rebound. Brown and Carey playing pass for Halldale. Brown trying to find a way in past Will Gallant. Gallant, the senior, won't let him pass. DeVero just hit a bucket. Salmon doesn't want to give him the shot. Carey reversing direction. Brown again to Bork. Nathan underneath, a little deep, had to kick it out to DeVero. Brown for three, rimmed out. And a foul called on Bork in the rebound. That's why we saw Zach New go flying.
Bork throwing the dog pound, a bone on that one.
That's 4 on Carter Bork. Jackson Leach back in for Halldale. Braden Doogie checking back in for Mountain Valley. TJ Wilson back in as well for Halldale. Jake New, I think he was just out. He's back in for Mountain Valley as well.
Yeah, you're going to see how Coach Ranslow wants to manage things here.
They still got some size in Leach and Nathan down there. New hits it. Jake New, a deadeye from outside. He's got a dozen points, and it's a 2-point game here in Farmingdale. Leach. There's Bork. Leach lost the handle. Mountain Valley could tie or take the lead. 70. Zach New trying to drive on Bork, could have none of that. Doogie from the elbow and the tie, off the glass, no. Bork the rebounds. Brown handling the basketball now. Wilson's out there, but Brown's the one they're deferring to take it back up the floor. It's going to be a great 5 minutes and 54 seconds. Nowhere for Brown to go. Bork outside. Got a step on Doogie, who's playing with 3 fouls, but he did well there. Another chance for Mountain Valley to tie or take the lead. Zach New. 70 drives, baseline to tie the game, too strong. Bork the rebound. Wilson wants to handle the basketball. Jake New watching him. Nathan for Halldale, doubled, spins out of it and hits. That's just strength by Big Ben Nathan. 5 points now for the Halldale junior. That's a big bucket. Halldale's back up 4. New outside, Zach to Jake. This is Jake off the glass. No. Doogie knocked the rebound down, and Bork another strong block on Jake New. Remember, too, Carter Bork playing with those 4 fouls. He's got to be careful with those.
He's going to come out now. And
probably the right call for Chris Ranzo. You don't want to lose him with 5 minutes left.
Yeah, try to manage it if you can.
Doogie. Jake New back to Doogie again on Nathan. He's doubled with Leach. But the kick out left a man open, and he's one who can burn you as well, but not that time. Zach New was awfully close, but it didn't fall for him. Wilson stops. No. Doogie the rebounds. Oh, this is fun. Jake New slows it down, back outside. 70. It's, pretty shot, 0-70. 70 with 8 points now for the junior, and it's a 2-point game again. Halldale being challenged once again, trying to put a team away. Mountain Valley's not made it easy, to say the least. There's Brown underneath. Probably the smallest player out there height-wise, but Nick Brown is fearless. 4 points now for him, and it's a 4-point Halldale lead halfway through the fourth quarter. 70 for 3 off the back iron. There's Brown arriving for the rebounds. Keegan Carey saw a little daylight, lost the handle. There's Brown. 2 more? No. It's off the iron. Rebound grabbed down by Will Gallant. There's Jake New. A timeout called. It's a full timeout taken by Scott New, the Mountain Valley coach, of this 4-point game, 3:32 remaining in the fourth quarter.
We'll have some Gardner action coming up here as well. This is the big one tomorrow night from the John A. Begoli Memorial Gymnasium. It'll be the Gardner Tigers playing host to the Lawrence Bulldogs. A key Class A North early season matchup between two of the teams that are thought of as the elite here in the North A, and two of the elite teams in the state in Class A. That'll be a 6:30 tip-off. Gary Verhill will be along with that. Dick Layton will join us as well. So we got two back-to-back really good nights of basketball, and then we'll finish up with the Gardner boys. We'll get their first appearance, a young Gardner boys team. They'll be in Friday for their first play on Munson Media. But that game tomorrow night, it's going to be a big one. We'll start a little early. We have some things we want to do, some folks that we want to recognize. Sadly, we lost a great kid in our community, Chase Fawcett, and down at Maine Maritime, that an accident, so we want to make sure we remember him. And also Bob Maville recently passed away. Great member of the community Boosters Club from 1990 up to 1994. Just did great work for us.
3.5 to go. Mountain Valley with the basketball, down 4 points. Jones, close? No. Wilson hustled for the rebound. Big possession here for Halldale. Already up 4 points. Carry to Wilson. Wilson taking his time. Screen set by Nick Brown. Sorry. By Zach Brown. Nick's out of the game. Carey picked his dribble up, needs help, got rid of it. Brown handed that off to TJ Wilson. Keegan Carey. Foul called. That's on Jones. And that's a 1-and-1 now for Halldale, which could prove out to work out well for Mountain Valley, depending on if Keegan Carey hits this.
Well, you were hinting early on in this second half that the fouls mounted up quickly, 4 out of the gate. They managed this pretty well, but Halldale's going to have to execute at the line.
Carey hits it.
That's a nice job.
It's a big shot. Clutch situation for the sophomore. He hits the first. And here's the second half of the 1-and-1 coming up. And you got that as well. Halldale by 6. Can Mountain Valley answer back? Jake New tried to fake out Leach, who stuck with him. Zach New can score from anywhere on the floor. Jake outside, tries to exploit a little hole, got through. There's the rebound, Doogie. Oh, great follow by Doogie.
Yeah, big basket right there. Looked like the opportunity was going to go by the boards offensively. Doogie came in, finished it up.
He's got 5 points now and cuts the deficit to 4. Zach Brown. Nathan called for it and gets it. Now it's Keegan Carey trying to force the issue. It's stolen by Zach New. Wilson skied to knock that into the Mountain Valley bench. It'll stay Falcons basketball, but he just saved 2 points. If Doogie received that, no one was stopping him from scoring.
Yeah, I wonder if you might see Bork back in here very shortly here with 2 minutes left, Rob.
Not in now. Nick Brown just replaced Zach Brown. As we're under 2 to go. Zach New. Even Carey draped on him. New beats him. Shot won't go. Knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Jackson Leach in Mountain Valley. Maintains possession. Down 4 points. Huge possession for the Falcons. Seneca Jones drives. Doogie, the fadeaway. Oh, close, but no. Wilson just got to that before the hustling Seneca Jones. Look at Brown explode down the court. Lost the handle. And a timeout called by Chris Ranslow. Just to settle his team here.
Yeah, I think he wants to go through into game situation. Of course, when you take a look at it, Rob, you haven't had a lot of these situations to play off of. You can practice them all you want, but nothing beats real game experience. So I think it's good for Coach to interject himself into that. Sometimes later in the season, when you have a veteran team, you might let the kids manage that situation themselves. And Chris does that a lot. He likes to put the game in the hands of the kids. But I think this is a good timeout right here. He sort of saw him getting a little bit out of kilter there, so they went and took the timeout. Now the strategy, I think I saw Bork check in the game, I believe. So
I'd be surprised if he's not coming in now with just a minute 34 to go. And you're right, Halldale wasn't in this situation much last year. They won 6 games, 6-13. Oftentimes they let leads slip in the third and fourth quarter. And a hard time, as some young teams do, putting opponents away. And that's what they're trying to do here with this very pesky Mountain Valley team that has not wanted to be put away. They were down by as much as 8 points in this game, down by 6 on numerous occasions, but they have battled back time and time again. It's a 2-possession game, but the Falcons still very much alive in this contest with a minute 34 to go.
Yeah, and if they do foul, then we'll have to see the execution at the free throw line again. I mean, they just did Carey was up at the free throw line, hit those
big shots.
His only 2 points of the game, but they were big ones.
That's why it's a 2-possession game. And of course, the next foul for Halldale's their 7th. So the next one sends Mountain Valley to the line. Bulldogs needed the inbound pass and got it. There's a blocking foul. It's going to send Jackson Leach to the line. That's on Seneca Jones. He's got 4 now.
Yeah, I think if you're going to foul early. Give yourself as much opportunity on the clock to do that. And so I don't think that's a bad foul at all.
Depends if Jackson Leach
we'll see.
hits this shot. And he does.
On that.
The Bulldogs were 5 for 11 from the line in the first half.
A lot of minutes for Jackson tonight. Came alive offensively in the second half.
10 points, in fact, all in the second half. Actually, 8 out of 10 in the second half. Scratch that 11 points now, 9 out of 11. Halldale by 6, and now Mountain Valley's got to hurry a little now. Down 6 points. It really was a 3 from Zach New. He can provide it. The Bulldogs know it, and that's why Nick Brown's right there with him, not giving him any space.
Yeah, he's almost playing denial on him.
There's the 3 anyway. New was free. Oh, he came close. Jones, the rebound, took on Bork, who has to let him go. And the rebound, so a lot of space there for Doogie. He pushed off. And that's 4 on Braden Doogie, who was in foul trouble early, but played with a lot of discipline since then.
Yeah, it was good defensive sequence by Halldale. Real smart play by Boy. He went right straight up, didn't challenge, and actually came back away from the offensive player to show the official I have no intent of any contact here.
So Ben Nathan has 2 shots now, as that was the 10th foul on Mountain Valley. He misses the first. He'll get one more. Leon Salmon back in now. He'll take Seneca Jones's place. Nathan could make Mountain Valley's comeback bid a much steeper climb. If he hits this shot, and he does not. So it's still a 6-point game. Minute to go. Jake New to Zach New. Jake outside. 70. Zach New driving. Taking on everybody out there in white. And Wilson eventually with a steal. And he'll take it himself and wait for help. Nathan. Now they have to foul. And they do. That's Jake New's third foul. And TJ Wilson at the line. Maybe not the guy you want there if you're Mountain Valley, as he has 2 shots.
Yeah, Wilson was smart enough to come back, get the ball back. He had the steal, brought it up, gave it off, went right back and got it because he knew that the foul was coming.
Well, Wilson's not the guy you want there. Really, it's one of those beggars can't be choosers situations for Mountain Valley. They just had to foul the first person they could foul with the basketball. Happened to be Wilson. And he hits them both. Wilson now with 15 points. An 8-point lead for Halldale. That might be enough. Zach New hopes not. That won't go. The rebound to Borick, and that should do it. Jackson Leach with 25 seconds to go. Now it's Wilson. That was kept in the front court by Brown, but he had to get rid of it quickly. Loose on the floor. It's 2 Bulldogs with it. Now a jump ball call gives it back to Mountain Valley. They have just 16.9 seconds to go. Clock starts when 70 touches the ball. 15 seconds. Salmon for 3. No. And Halldale's going to hold on. Not easy for the Bulldogs. Leach. Might as well jam it. And they let him have it. All by himself. Why not throw one down for the crowd, I guess? And Jackson Leach puts the cherry on top of a 61-51 Halldale victory over Mountain Valley. The Bulldogs now 2-0 and a happy home opener for Halldale. Mountain Valley falls to 1-1 on the season, but they certainly battled here tonight. So watch the two teams shaking hands here in Farmingdale. Once they've done that, we'll take a break and come back and award Caps' Pizza Player of the Game and the Northeast Nutrition and Energy High Energy Player of the Game. Halldale players will get those when we return to Farmingdale in just a moment on Munzing Media.
If you want to boost your energy, metabolism, and nutrition, try one of Northeast Nutrition's 85 energizing teas. Fruity, made with natural aloe, stevia, and herbal and green teas. Or have a low-carb 200 to 300 calorie shake for breakfast or lunch. Choose from over 50 flavors like Fluffernutter or Pumpkin Turtle Cheesecake. Northeast Nutrition also has customized protein iced coffees, caffeine-free options for the kiddos, and specialty drinks for athletes. Northeast Nutrition, 599 Main Avenue, Farmingdale. Follow on Facebook at Northeast Nutrition and Energy.
Don't feel like cooking dinner? Call Caps' Pizza in Farmingdale. You can make the whole family happy with our award-winning pizza, sandwiches made on fresh baked bread, delicious nachos, or salads made to order. And don't forget the whoopie pies. We pride ourselves on fast, friendly service and an overall experience that's better than you might expect from a pizza place. So order Caps' tonight. Pick it up, have it delivered, or enjoy our dining room. Give us a call at 582-0522 or enjoy the convenience of online ordering at capsuspizza.com.
Get those up right now. Rob Kennedy and Rob Munzing back here with you in Farmingdale. A 61-51 victory for Halldale over Mountain Valley. Let's take a look at the stats, and we'll get you those players of the game. We'll start with Mountain Valley. Jake New led the way with 12 points, 3 of them from behind the arc tonight. Zach New with 11 points tonight. He had 3 3-pointers as well. Owen 70, 8 points tonight with a 3-pointer. Leon Salmon, 6 points tonight, both on 3-pointers, both at the buzzer and the first and third quarter, respectively. 6 points off the bench for Seneca Jones tonight. He had a very good game. Braden Doogie with 5 points, limited by foul trouble tonight. And 3 points for Colby Frisbee tonight. 9 3-pointers made tonight by Mountain Valley. The problem for them, 4 for 10 from the line, would have kept them closer. Halldale didn't shoot very well from the line either until late in the game, and they got better after that. Let's take a look at the stats for the Halldale Bulldogs. Leading the scorers tonight, TJ Wilson with 15 points, 3 threes for him. Jackson Leach, 13 points, 11 of those in the second half, and the Bulldogs really needed him to come through. 11 points tonight for the big man Carter Bork. Brenton Lucas with 6 points tonight, both from 3 bombs. 5 points tonight for Ben Nathan. 5 points tonight for Rishi DeVero. He had a 3-pointer. 4 points tonight for Nick Brown and 2 points tonight for Keegan Carey. The Bulldogs with 6 3-pointers tonight. 11 for 21 from the free throw line. So things got better for Halldale a little bit in the second half, especially in the fourth quarter when they needed to make those shots and pull away. And Halldale doing something they really didn't do very well last year, and that's hold on to leads and put away teams. They ended up winning this by 10 points tonight.
Little maturity, that helps, goes a long way, Rob.
A couple of awards to give out tonight. We'll start with the Northeast Nutrition and Energy Player of the Game. 1 free energy drink from Northeast Nutrition. That goes, as you see, to TJ Wilson. And I think when you talk about energy tonight, TJ Wilson's got to be the first name that kind of comes off the tip of your tongue. Anyone watching this game saw his speed, his energy, and just overall how much he brings with that intensity that he plays with to the Halldale Bulldogs. So he is our winner tonight of the Northeast Nutrition and Energy Drink Player of the Game. Captain's Pizza Player of the Game goes to the Halldale player, named the Player of the Game tonight, and that's Jackson Leach, as he had a huge second half for the senior. 11 points in the second half, coming in and playing some big minutes with Carter Bork in some foul trouble, and Jackson Leach really helping his team hold on to that victory to win this game by 10 points. And Jackson gets a free 10-inch one-topping pizza from Caps's Pizza. He is the Caps's Pizza Player of the Game. So the Bulldogs with a 61-51 victory here tonight. That'll do it for us. I want to thank Grace Leach on our camera tonight, Rob Munzing doing the color, the production, the replays, all the stuff with the computer. My name is Rob Kennedy, saying good night from Farmingdale. The final score tonight, the Halldale Bulldogs win at home, 61-51 over the Mountain Valley Falcons. Thanks very much for watching wherever you watch tonight on Munzing Media.